your brother count on you every play tonight. Okay? And then come out and have fun. The gates are locked. Ain't nobody getting out now. They can't run. The gates are locked. Let's bring the fight to them, guys. Yes, sir. All right, brother. Let's pray.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.
And we are live here in Harrington Gymnasium. Brett Sweeney and Jeremy Diamond here. And had to do the little extra duties tonight, so we are ready to go. Brook Hill wins the opening tip, and it's good to have you back in the booth, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but it's good to be back. Excited for another night of basketball.
3 for Zusa, no good. This will be the last home doubleheader of the season. We had senior night last week, but this will kind of be senior night for at least the guys. This will be their last home game. Girls have a home playoff game next week, and a nice cut as Onley finishes for the left hand. So we talk about this matchup. We didn't get to talk much on air because I was doing some pregame festivities there, but this First Baptist team, and they're number 1 in 2A. They are very good. The Brook Hill Lady Guard and them played early in the season, a real close contest as Brook Hill came out on top in a tournament over the Christmas break. But it's been a few months, and a good warm-up game for both teams as another bucket for Onley quickly. And we've got a timeout on the floor by First Baptist.
Yeah, and I think the thing that you're going to see tonight, again, is the height, right? I think Brook Hill's got the edge in height. It'll be interesting to see what First Baptist does to counter the height that India and Savannah and them bring to the table.
We talk 5A to 2A. I mean, the numbers, I'm sure, is going to be a difference too. You've got Brook Hill. They like to run 7 or 8 ladies in this game. We'll see how the depth of First Baptist is. But yeah, that's the first thing you look at out there, and you see that Brook Hill, almost every position is taller.
Yeah, it's
and something that they don't have really anybody that's like a tall post player on Brook Hill. I mean, you got India Williams, which is your tallest player, but she's like kind of that hybrid where she can play outside if she needs to. So
yeah, you just have balanced height, right? Like nobody's exceptionally tall, but you also don't have the 4'10" point guard, right? You've got size across the board.
Yeah, bucket good there off the glass for First Baptist. So they get their first points of the game.
And I don't know how Zuza's going to play with those with her hair like that. It's already it would drive me crazy if it was in the way.
Well, it didn't bother on that little jumper from the
not.
CM line, as we call it here on NSN, for our compadre Corey Marshall, who absolutely hates the baseline.
Yeah. Corey would be okay if it was erased from just the court itself, like no baseline. I don't know how you do that, but he'd be happy.
Nice drive. Oh, and a nice finish. It was Georgia Alfred. The foul's going to be charged to Zusa there, and that's her first.
I think that might be payback for you leaving her off the
was.
starting lineup. She said, "I'll show you why you shouldn't have forgot my name, Brett."
Yeah, it probably was. It probably was. So the way they have these set up, you got a paper that read off, and the coach says, "Hey, we'll just leave this on a separate sheet." Okay. And I just didn't get down to the bottom.
Hey, and like I said, it's probably the easiest of all the times I've ever had to announce a starting lineup. It's the easiest format to read from.
Yeah, it is. And we have a foul. Foul's going to be charged to number 4. That's Allison Munnerland. Her first will send India Williams to the line for 2. So 2 fouls from each, or a foul from each team. 2 fouls so far. And India Williams makes the first.
Yeah, it really is. It's a user-friendly setup as far as they've got it all typed out. You don't have to guess or hope you're right. And again, then they gave you the extra sheet and threw you off.
I know. So 1 of 2 at the line for India. Ooh, nice split. Man.
And she can cook. She can cook.
3 up and good from downtown. That's Colby Gillespie from downtown. We got a tie game here. Said not so fast, Lady Guard. We're here.
They don't want any of that 82-2 over here.
No.
Well, and again, like you said, a good test for both teams going into the tournament, right? You want to go in ready.
And good defense there. Deflected out of bounds will stay with the Lady Guard here. You want those kind of tester games. You know, these two teams, once they had an easier district, but as India Williams gets the easy bucket off the inbounder. But they had maybe some games that weren't real competitive. You know, Brook Hill had a few that were, but I think First Baptist Academy, they had some easy games, and so you don't want to go in overconfident. You want to go in playing your top of your game, but this kind of team right here is a good team, a good test for both teams.
Well, and I think, too, it's that thing that proof is that the number of A's, right, like we talk about 2A, 5A, that doesn't always protect to the quality of your program, right?
That's Martins Mill.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody in 5A wants to play a team like Martins Mill.
Yeah, they took care of business last night. Jaron and Jeremy Titsworth had that call. Martins Mill put up 105 points last night. Pretty good.
That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. I don't think I think there's a lot of NBA teams that would like to put up 105, right?
And they're only playing in 32 minutes.
Yeah.
Zusa drives in, little contact, and she'll go to the line. Nice drive by Zusa there. Foul will go on Colby Gillespie of the Lady Saints, her second team foul.
Man, one of my favorite things about Zusa is just her willingness to attack, right? Like, she is all about it. She's not going to hesitate.
First free throw good.
Not always in the bet. I mean, it doesn't always work in her favor, but I think a lot of times the aggressor gets those calls in those situations, right? And so.
Well, especially when the defense isn't ready for it. If the defense can set, they may be able to get you on an offensive foul, but if they're not ready. And a nice drive down that CM line again, and First Baptist took advantage of it. Nice drive.
Yeah, Meredith Quinn with the easy deuce there.
Only looking for some help.
Ooh.
And it's going to go out of bounds. Back to the Lady Saints.
Went quick behind the back there. Didn't quite have the handle when she went up for it. I think she didn't quite get it back around in the right place. And
a little skip pass. Ooh, tough shot. I'm assuming that was the shot. It went up the rim.
Yeah, it was almost like she was trying to get a foul there, right? Like, maybe if I look like I'm.
Tonroy attacks the basket. No good. India Williams she kind of came down on top of the Lady Saints player. Her and Gillespie kind of got tangled up, and they'll call travel. That's a bad luck there.
Yeah,
you
that's
get the rebound and you land on somebody.
Who got underneath you, right? That's that one where the unfortunate could go loose ball. Probably the better call to travel there, and yeah, tough call nonetheless.
Ooh, tough drive for Alford. That's inside the Tonroy. Williams, nice steal from Alfred. Got great hands. And layup is good. And you have not heard wrong. That is a timeout called by Coach Hubbard. Doesn't happen very much, so in honor of that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
We would like to thank Christine Vasquez, CPA, PLLC, the official accountant of NetSN.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we are back here on NetSN.
We need some young guys out here with those professional sweepers like they have in the NBA game, right? Like,
yeah.
Get a quick cleanup in.
That's a cool gig. You get to be
courtside,
and all you do is wipe up the sweat.
Yeah, it's like being my dream growing up was to be the bat boy for a major league team, right? Like, I don't know how it would have worked with school. I probably would have had to been homeschool, but it probably would have been worth it, right?
Yeah, I think you're down close. As long as you don't hit with a bat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. As long as Bo Jackson's not around to snap
move.
it back.
Zusa pivots one way, goes back the other, and finishes in the lane for two.
You know, it is a cool
good footwork.
experience, right? All those, like being the guy that sweeps the floor, those kind of things, getting young kids involved in sports and letting them see their idols up close. I think it's important to keep the fuel up for those kids wanting the next generation waiting to play.
And turnover there from Gillespie. He's tried to drive through the defense and lost it. Let's see if Brook Hill, that's a lot of contact there.
It is.
They're letting Alfred get away with a lot of physicality.
Yeah, she's using her height to her advantage in that, right? Because Remy's a taller player. Like, she's a taller player and she plays tall, right? There's a difference in being tall and playing, but she kind of plays more upright. So she's giving space for Alfred to get in there and get in her kitchen a little bit, right? And she's going to have to make that adjustment there.
Skip. Ooh. Morris gets her hands on it, and so does Tonroy, and it ends up going off.
It looked like Gaga ball for a minute there, right? Like batting it around. Nobody wanted to hold on to it.
Yeah, Reagan Val ended up deflecting it out of bounds. You got Molly Booth checked in the game here. Booth collects, layup, and she's fouled. So she'll go to the line. Immediately gets in the game, and Booth will get a chance to get some points on the board. So you look at this lineup right here, Jeremy. You've got junior. So
yeah,
not only are the Lady Guard looking to do some damage in the playoffs this year, the future is bright here.
Yeah, I mean, what a blessing to have, you know, younger athletes, right? And it's always good in a lot of ways to be senior laden, right? Because you have the experience. But at the same time, man, if you can get young kids that play well, you get them for more time.
That's going to go on Savannah Onley there on the push, her second team foul.
I talked to a varsity coach, a different sport, but he said that, you know, you give me a freshman and a senior, and they both have the same ability. I'm playing the freshman because I can get 3 more years, right? You want those young guys with talent to get court time because you're going to get more out of them in those 3 years than you might a senior on his last year.
Drive and a little float in the lane is good from Zusha. Nice move there for her. Ooh, step back 3. Bit long.
She must have saw Luca last night.
Oh,
that's too soon. Too soon. Sorry. Sorry. Too soon.
Yeah.
As a Lakers fan, it wasn't soon enough. But
I forget you're on that other side of it.
I'm that guy.
Worst trade in NBA history.
It was I believe they call that fleecing.
Zuza from downtown. Onley gets the rebound. Put back good. Finishing through the contact. Savannah did a good job there of getting that back up into the bucket.
Yeah, and again, height's playing a part, right? I mean, rebounds are easier when you're taller. They've got good position.
I forget I was having to do the home score manually here, and I forgot to add the points. There we go. People yelling at home. You're not adding Brook Hill's points. Sorry. There's that glare up there that affects the points. So with 30 seconds to go here, Brook Hill on a nice little 7-0 run. Onley, great position in the lane. Oh, couldn't find it. That's one of those where you probably try to go outside to get that angle glass shot instead of trying to go off the middle. And Alfred, man, she is fast.
Yeah, she
down
is.
the
Cat
court.
quick. Yeah, I think you got to get your shoulders squared up there, right, as you make that drive.
So under 10 to go. Tonroy gets by Alfred's defense. Floater in the lane, no good. There's Williams' rebound, no good. And that's going to do it for the first. So through one here in Harrington Gymnasium, campus of Brook Hill School, the Brook Hill Lady Guard lead. The First Baptist Lady Saints, 18-13. Be right back. You're on the NSA. And we are back here on NSN. Second quarter action underway. Got 18-13. What'd you see first quarter, Jeremy?
Yeah, Mzuza was effective with 8 points. Savannah had 6. You had India with 3, and then Miley chipped in that free throw.
Wow.
I don't know that I've seen that before.
A full timeout before the quarter even starts. That is a new one on me. I have never seen that one. Okay, so.
And then on the other side, I think we talked about Georgia, right? Georgia's been cat quick. They're at the point guard. She's got 6 quick points. And then when she's not scoring, she's been dishing it to Meredith Quinn with 4 points of her own. And so I think that's going to be the battle tonight, right? I really think that the difference in this game is going to be how they handle Alford and then how she affects the way that the Brook Hill Lady Guard want to get the offense going, because she is not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
Well, and you talk about that, but she's actually taking a breather here, is Alfred. So
yeah,
we'll
I
see
think this
how
is a chance for Brook Hill to maybe capitalize here, right? And maybe that's why Coach called the timeout. You know, your normal point guard's not out there. Maybe you want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Well, she's coming back up to the huddle here. Maybe she's coming back in. Maybe there was an injury or something we didn't know about.
Yeah.
She does have that ankle.
They were talking about some tape. They needed some scissors. So I think
that was the
first
time I've ever seen a coach call a timeout
right
before the quarter starts. That's the first.
But if it's to get that player on the floor, I would say it's probably worth
it.
it.
There you go.
I got you. That was our guess.
It makes sense, though. I've never seen it. That's why we were wondering.
That's not a bad reason. Not a bad reason. So we do confirm it was an ankle brace coming off.
Oh, there's going to be a moving screen there up top on Meredith Quinn. And that's going to be her first.
Her second, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, second on her.
Oh, I missed the
And then first of the quarter.
Okay. That was the foul I think I missed in the first quarter. So 2 on Quinn. We'll watch that, as they don't have a lot of height. She's one of their taller players out there, so don't want to see her have to go to the bench.
And as my high school would say, my coach would say, that's that new basketball where your tallest player is wearing number 1, right? When we were growing up, the taller you are, the bigger you were, the bigger your number was.
You didn't have a choice then.
Yeah. There was no large number 1. It was, sorry, Johnny, you're a big boy. You get to wear the 30s and the 40s.
Yeah. Nice steal in the passing lane by Savannah Onley. Layup, good.
Uh-oh.
And another timeout taken by First Baptist Academy. And we'll take it with them. 7:06 left here in the first half. The Lady Guard lead 22-13. Be right back here on NSN. And we are back here on this. I'm getting more and more of these other duties as assigned. I feel like I'm at work.
I saw that. That's like those teacher contracts, right? Like it's and other duties is assigned, and all of a sudden you're mopping a floor.
It's all right. We love Brook Hill. Take care of them here.
That's right.
So they're now it's 11-11. So we're on an 11-2 run here for the Lady Guard. Kind of that timeout, it hit home there, Jeremy.
Yeah, what an interesting, 2 fulls used in a minute and a half of time, right? When you only get 5 total, to use 3 in the first half is tough.
Yeah, I didn't put that other one. I'll get that fixed now. It's going to go back to Brook Hill. So, yeah, they've got we've already used 4 timeouts in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, that was definitely not on my bingo card.
Nope. And a turnover right there on the inbound.
Yeah, a little careless with the inbound there, a little casual.
Wires cross.
Yeah, it looked like Zuzu was doing the V cut.
Was it zig while you zag?
Yeah. What's that old commercial? You button hooked me, right? Where they hit him in the back of the head. That kind of what it looked like. Just one of those miscommunication.
Oh, good hands in the passing lane by Tonroy. It's like Carmen Miller's going to come in and give India a break. So first time in the game for Carmen tonight. We've got lots of games going on Edison tonight. We've got, I believe Center will be on a little bit here in just a little bit as the boys play Madisonville. I think the winner of that gets the better seed in the playoffs. That's an important game. Also, you have our friends over at Wagstaff as Jaron and KO are over there calling a couple of girls' playoff games for NFHS as Onley goes in and makes the bucket. So lots of games tonight. And then I think Larry's somewhere. Larry's got a game tonight as well. I think he's down in Panola in Carthage.
Yeah, all over the place in East Texas. Again,
Yeah.
Edison is your home for sports.
So got that foul. Did you see, who was that on?
Yeah, it was on Miley. They called it a block.
Okay. That is
I
number
think it was
one.
wrong place, wrong time. I don't think she was in horrible possession, but I think
that was the right place, right time for
Yeah.
Remy there. She
Yeah.
picks off the pass. Savannah's going to pull up at the free throw line. Shooter's touch and down. And do we have another timeout? 30-second timeout for First Baptist. Man,
Coach is going to be done before halftime.
So-
I guess that takes the pressure off of no one to call that last time out if you call 4 in the first half.
That second half, I mean, we don't imagine Coach Hubbard's going to call too many timeouts on the evening.
Right. Yeah, we may hit our quota before halftime. We may be out.
That is 4 of the 5 timeouts.
Yeah, he's got one full left.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever seen 4 used in the first half, but hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, in this kind of game, I mean, you don't want to say it doesn't mean anything standings wise or playoff wise or anything like that. It's for teaching purposes. So if he sees something out there that he wants to really emphasize,
Yeah, and I think again, you want to build momentum going into the playoffs. You don't want to develop bad habits. Yeah.
It's a moving screen. Yep. Good job from Zuza there to try to fight through it. It forced Bella Jacoby Redding there to move as well because she wasn't going to be able to set a screen.
Yeah, that was like looked like an offensive line block versus a.
I'm telling you, that's my 8 to 10 girls trying to learn how to screen right there. Zuza goes in and makes the easy bucket.
Yeah, that's tough, right? Trying to get kids to set a screen and be still, and a lot of times it gets called on the screener, but sometimes it's the dribbler's fault, right? Like you go before the screen's set, and then you make that screener adjust, and then you get them in trouble. So it's all about timing.
So good defense there on that end for Brook Hill. Ooh, little tough pass. Savannah's able to corral it. She goes in and easy layup in there for 2.
That is not a matchup that is in favor of the Saints at this point.
No.
She's got 8 this quarter, and she's got 14 on the game.
So we're now that run is a 19-2 run, and it's going to be helped there by a foul.
Yeah.
And that's going to go against Carmen Miller, her first. Second team foul of the quarter is going to send to the line Meredith Quinn for an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Yeah, and first points of the quarter for First Baptist with less than or just a little over half the quarter remaining. So Brook Hill's done a good job this quarter with defense, not giving many, if any, opportunities to score.
And another move in the lane is Onley's just having a field day in the paint.
They're going to have to switch that matchup. That's just I would almost put Quinn on Onley at this point.
Offered drive, no good, and Savannah picks up the rebound. Looking to run. There goes Remy. Conroy,
Oh,
she
that's
offensive foul.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's
They're going to call that 10 out of 10 on
yeah,
that one.
that was one of the more obvious offensive fouls.
Yeah.
When you do the shove and then you reach back with that arm still extended and you take your step back.
Extending that out, that they're not going to get away with that one.
That's textbook for offensive foul, right? That's the one that they're going to show you in ref school, right?
Every time, that's offense.
Yeah.
That's
You see this,
to
it's
me
easy.
as a defender. Anytime I see that, I'm falling.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
yeah. Take that dive, baby. Give me that Academy Award.
skip pass. That was dangerous there. He got away
Yeah, that
with
one
it.
didn't have much on it.
Quinn in the lane and a jumper and good. Nice move by Meredith Quinn there. Oh, Miller's got an easy layup. We'll see if she can get it. Oh, miss. Is it ever too open for you sometimes?
I think on that left-hand layup on, when you're a righty.
Did we?
Jump.
Oh, looked like she took off about 10 steps there.
Yeah.
I don't know about jump ball.
Somewhere in there was a tie-up. I don't know if it happened before the third step or not, but it was close.
Third? Was it? How many steps?
6. I don't know. It was a lot.
It was several steps.
There was some LeBron James in there.
Yes, they called that a jump ball.
Yeah, but the thing though, Brett, I did talk to some officials, and they're trained to call the jump ball much faster than when we were around. They're trying to prevent that wrestling match,
we
right?
used to scrub for it before.
Yeah,
they
you used to
even
have
call
about
it.
3 seconds you could wrestle somebody, almost like a fumble in the NFL, right? But now they're trained once possession is dual to call it quick to prevent those dust ups that used to happen. Just great team defense here by Brook Hill. Quick feet, quick hands, not letting anything come in easy.
You got Landry Fight in the game. She checked in a while ago. So most of the Brook Hill players that are going to play tonight have entered in, I think. Maybe we'll see Victoria here shortly. At halftime, it's going to be Teacher Appreciation Night here on NSN for the Brook Hill Guard. So we'll have the boys Teacher Appreciation at halftime of the girls game. And so I'll be running over there to do that.
Nice.
So it's my Swiss Army knife job tonight. And
that's that one that's too open.
Yeah.
Right? There it was again. I think Carmen, she didn't, I don't know.
She's in and out. And she's going to get a foul. I think that's one of those things like you'd like to see Carmen get some confidence. Her role's a little different this year with the new players they've added on the team. She's been a starter for the last couple of years. And so you'd like to see her get some momentum going coming into the playoff run here, because you're going to need her, especially if there's foul trouble.
You definitely want that. And again, I think it's hard, right? I mean, it's a big adjustment going from a lot of playing time to not much, right? It changes your mindset. Coming off the bench is a lot different than starting because the rhythm is different, right?
Yep. And a steal from Alford. This way the half's finishing is not going to be what they want to see. So I'm not. I got relieved. Coach Dawkins is going to take care of that.
Nice. There you go.
Get a little rest.
Get a little break at halftime.
And jumper for India, no good. And it's going to be a foul going against the Lady Guard. It's going to go against Savannah Onley, her second.
And that's 5 on the Lady Guard, so we'll be shooting free throws. Oh, that's.
Yeah, it should be.
Should be. That's 5.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better because I always tend to forget the 5 rule, and we're not the only one. So.
Yeah.
But then again, it's offensive, so does that.
It shouldn't. It's an over the back. It's not.
That's true. It's a loose ball foul. That's true.
It should be free throws for.
Now they got to figure out who got fouled, which is where it gets tricky and sticky.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm coach, I'm saying it's 24, even if 24 was on the three-point line, right? Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, it was her.
That's Lucas tried to do that the other night. I did see that.
Yeah.
He tried to, like, I don't know who it was that he was trying to shoot for, but they caught him and made him go back in.
It's like that one where the coach tries to make a quick sub on a free throw. This guy's hurt. Let's get him in there. Let's get the guy that has a 90% chance of making it on.
And 1 of 2 at the line for Georgia Alford. And the lead's back down to 10. And steal for the Lady Saints. They no good. It's Reagan Vowell with the attempt there, the freshman.
Yeah, that might have been the easiest play of the night for the Lady Saints.
Speaking of easy, India Williams made that look really easy in the lane for 2.
And again, that's a 4-point swing, right? I mean, it's not just that you missed the bucket, but then you gave up an easy layup on the other end. You could have cut it to 8, and all of a sudden it's 12 again.
Ooh, off the glass. The bank's still open late as Bella Jacobo Redding from downtown. Man, that side bank shot.
Yeah, that was – you don't often see the angle bank there.
That's a tough one.
Tim Duncan would be proud.
India drew a lot of contact.
Yeah, I think if she shoots that, there's probably a call there, right?
Morris from 3, short. And full court pressure, and it's turned right back over. India Williams with a jump shot, short. And they're going to get Onley with a little cheapie.
Oh.
They're going to say to the head, and that's going to be number 3 on Savannah.
That was, I don't know. That's a.
So with 22.2 seconds left here, it'll be Alford at the line again, shooting 2. First free throw's good. I mean, you gotta look at this. If you're the Lady Saints here from First Baptist, you're only down 8 right now.
Yeah.
You gave up a 19-2 spurt from the Lady Guard.
Right.
I mean, so far as timeouts have worked. Coach Matthew Jones.
Yeah, and we both questioned the timeouts, but again, I think this is all in favor of the Saints, right? I mean, you've not played well overall, right? You've not played what you think you're probably capable of, and yet you're down 7, and you just forced another turnover. Well, a little offense, defense here, it looks like, sub-wise, potentially.
So I'm thinking I don't want to be in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, Coach was fired up after the first quarter. I can't imagine that it's going to be an exciting – that's that halftime where you want to, like, lay low and just don't make eye contact.
Yeah, just duck your head, put the towel over your head.
Yeah. Yeah, that all of a sudden I need my ankle tape, right? Like I need the trainer. It's not a comfortable halftime for sure. But again, you got 20 seconds here. I think you got to force a shot or force a turnover, and then you got to get a bucket on the other end. Stretch this thing back out to 9. You do not want it to get to 5 or less. Good
Shot
ball.
up, nice deflection there from Landry Fight. Shot's got to go up. 2 at the horn. They're going to get a foul. Good job by Landry to go down that CM line and draw contact.
Yeah, and probably an unnecessary foul, right? I mean, I think you forced her into a tough look. It's 1 second left, 1.5. Let it go.
That's a
make her make it.
Yeah, second foul there on Jacobo Redding of the Lady Saints. And Fight first free throw in and out. So we got 0.3 left.
And as we know, 0.3 is non-tippable, non-shootable, right? So this will just be an inbounds for posterity's sake if she makes the free throw.
And it's good. So 27-35, and they're going to try to do something. It's not going to count. Oh, nice attempt, though. And that's going to do it for the first half. So after the first half of play here, Brook Hill up 35-27. We're going to take it down to the court for Teacher Appreciation Night. Once we're done, we'll let Jeremy do some adding and stuff, and we'll come back and have some stats before we start the second half. All right, back here on NSN, Brett Sweeney, Jeremy Diamond here, and all right, Jeremy, give me some stats here that stuck out to you in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, I think, two things. I think Savannah Unley had a great first half with 16 points, but then the flip side of that is she's got 3 fouls. So how is Savannah going to manage the aggressiveness that she needs to be offensively, but also being careful not to pick up a quick foul? And then you also have Zuza with 10, India with 7. And so those 3 ladies have really carried the bulk of scoring for the Lady Guard. And really no other foul trouble except for Carmen with 2. On the flip side with the Lady Saints, we've got Meredith Quinn with 10, and then Georgia Alford with 11, and that's really been the bulk of the scoring again for them. A couple other players chipped in threes, and we had the bank 3, and then an early 3 in the first quarter by Gillespie. But really that's kind of the flip on the other end. And then foul trouble-wise, Quinn's got 2, and Jacobo Redding has 2. And so really, can Brook Hill get back to that early second quarter where they were dominant? Or are they going to continue what they finished the second quarter with, which I think we both agree is not where that's not who they are, right? They had a little bit of a lapse. I think they took the pedal off the gas, took your foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah, it was 30-13 at All Saints there. 14-5 run to kind of end that quarter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, basketball is a game of runs, and you hope you get more than the other team, but you don't want to go from a 19-2 run to give up a 14-5 on the other end. That puts you back where you were, and not really where you want to be. You want to be able to finish well, And I don't think that Brook Hill, by their standards, finished that second quarter well at all.
It'd be interesting to see if Brook Hill kind of tries to press a little more. They didn't press a whole lot for them in that first half. Yeah. So we'll see if they come out, maybe put a little more pressure.
Yeah,
I know you got Alford. Make her give it up, right?
Yeah, you got to get it out of her hands, right? I think anybody else but Alford, right? I think that's got to be the goal defensively. Keep the ball away from Quinn and Alford and make somebody else beat you.
So the Lady Guard will have first possession here as we get going here in the third quarter.
This is that one where you wish you could get that quick inbound, like they wouldn't care that the 5 players on the other.
Yeah.
Hey, we're ready. They're not. Let's go.
Let's do it. Ooh, trying to throw a long volleyball pass to Morris, and not a really good way to start the half for Brook Hill. And Onley, an aggressive block there. Ooh, man. The 3 fouls, I don't know. It might have taken a couple of hairs out of Coach Hubbard's head over there.
Yeah. That's that one where your heart rate goes up for a second.
And Williams with an easy move. Nice little pick and roll there from Tonroy and Williams up top.
Yeah, I think India's really effective in that free throw line down move. She's quick to the basket.
Oh, good defense. Step in there by India.
Like you said earlier, she's a hybrid player. She's not really a back-to-the-basket player, but she's got size and quickness, and so she's effective on that lane down move or that cross-the-lane move.
They're going to go pick and roll again. Azusa. I mean, they want to go back to India because she got a mismatch inside. That's where I go.
Yeah, you got to feed it.
Give it to her. It says, Zuza says, I'll just take it up in anyway, and goes to the line. So a nice move. That's going to go on Alford, her first team foul of the half, end of this quarter. So we saw the same thing. We saw the mismatch, and that's what you do when you get the pick and roll and they switch. Usually, unless you're just one of those teams that's kind of straight across. Brook Hill's, they're pretty even across. Definitely on the Lady Saints team, they've got a couple of girls that are on the smaller side. So if you get that mismatch you want, you definitely want to try to use that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you space the floor there and you dump the ball inside and let India go to work, right? She's one of your best players. Give her the chance to do what she does best.
And it was a good move by Zuza there.
It
but
was.
You know, she kind of went right at where India was. They kind of almost ran into each other. Nice defense on Alford, and we've got a push, I guess, after the play. And they're going to call that on Meredith Quinn, and that's her third.
Oh, interesting. I thought that was going to be on Alford.
Yeah.
I was ready to mark that on Alford.
So, little pressure here by the Lady Saints. Brook Hill gets it across, no problem. We'll see if that foul ends up making a difference later. That's an interesting one. It's kind of one of those after the play.
Yeah, the ones you hate, right? 90-plus feet from the basket. The play's already over.
Ooh, tough shot there from Zuza that time.
Yeah, I think Zuza wants to get back to her right hand there, and she kind of got stuck on the wrong side and then kind of got in between.
Yeah. Good defense there. But she's got the assignment of trying to stay with Alford.
Yeah, and I think this is a time where, potentially you miss, you obviously miss her all year, but you really miss Brenna Hill here.
Mm-hmm. And that foul's going to go on Lila Morris, her first team foul of the quarter for the Lady Guard. At the line is Georgia Alford. The 2 free throws. First one's good.
Yeah, I think without that natural point guard, right, you've got girls that have done a really good job in that position, but it's different defensively, right? You got girls that have managed really well offensively, but they don't have that quick, small player that can keep up with an Alford.
So 2 minutes in here. The travel is that Conroy's kind of shuffled her feet.
That was that right forward step, left step back, right? Mm-hmm. One of those cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
She went both directions at the same time, and
it was one of those nice, friendly conversations. Coach Hubbard and the referee here on this. It's like, come on, ref. What'd you see there? I didn't see a travel.
That's right.
One of those that it was the good call, but you have fun with the referee anyway.
Sure, you want to at least make him second guess it, so if he sees it again, he's a little bit more hesitant.
Well, a pass kind of in the traffic there. Williams was kind of had three red jerseys draped all over. It was a lot of traffic in there.
And if you're going to do that, go high. Throw the ball up. Use your strength.
It was like she was driving down Broadway and there's nowhere to pass the ball.
And everybody's trying to go to target.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 5 o'clock traffic.
Could have been a foul there on Conroy. A little body check. Drive, offered, way off. And Savannah Onley pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, I think Remy's hands there right before the shot got in the way and kind of threw her off her rhythm a little bit.
He's calling for a pick and roll. There it is. Oh, just kind of threw it. And, that's one of those things you got to come off the pick, and you can't just toss it. You got to make sure it's there.
Right.
There's so many things you can do off that. And India Williams finishes, and the bucket's good. Nice pass from Conroy to Williams.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a pick and pop in a minute, right? Because they're diving hard on that roll. So just have India stop there at the free throw line, right? Let the defender go all the way to the bucket, give her a little elbow, and then she can work with it from there. Because that's really what was there.
Yeah.
And Alford had taken away the roll to the lane, to the basket. So India did the right thing and stopped, and the pass kept going. Again, the lead's back to 12, though, and so the Brook Hill Lady Guard are moving in the right direction.
Well, and they see that, that India's being successful there, so they, obviously played down on her. As Tonro gets a nice steal, gets it over to Zusa. Looking for some help. Tonroy behind the line for three, off to the right. So 4 minutes left here in the third. We're halfway through. Brook Hill up 12. We do see Victoria Aguayo in the game as well, so good to get her in the contest there.
And as soon as you mention her, she gets called for the bump.
She is now officially in the book with something. She picks up her first foul.
Announcer jinx at its best.
Second team foul for Brook Hill. She's got the same hairstyle as, she must go to the same place as Zusa.
Yeah, that's that has to take a long time. That's all I know. Is that's a lot of rubber bands.
And we got another foul. Foul charge to Zusa Majcik. Her second.
Just 2 on her. But again, keep the clock running. Force a bad shot. Don't bail him out.
You give them these easy shots right here at the line. Or, I say they're easy. Free throws are free, right?
As we say, they're free but not easy.
First free throw no good. At the line is Bella Jacobo Redding.
If you ask the fans in the stands, free throws are easy.
Yeah.
And then you put one of them on the court in one of those games where they can win 10 grand, and they can't make them either.
They kind of get. Oh, that's going to be a foul.
Yeah.
There's a nice steal there from Alford, and she'll get a chance to shoot some more free throws.
And that's that one where I think India's swing probably led to more of that call than the actual contact led to that call, right?
She reared back.
Yeah, she was coming for the hammer. Let that thing go about 4 inches above her head, and then swat that thing to the heavens. Oh, she made that mistake that you don't do.
Oh, man.
She crossed the free throw line before it hit the rim and cost herself a point. And she knew it as soon as she did it. She took 2 steps and kind of went, oh.
Yeah, So we got another turnover, and Coach Hubbard didn't look happy there. So checking in is Miley Booth. So Miley's going to get a chance here to get some action. 40-29. Short. Oh, Quinn knew it. She followed her shot.
Yeah, good job by Miley there on the box out. Like you said, Quinn was crashing hard, knew it was off, and Miley held her ground.
3-pointer up. Long there, excuse me. India Williams looking for some space and creates her own, but still couldn't get it to fall. And it's going to be a not very smart foul there from Zusa there.
And a 15 foul.
And number 3 on her.
Yeah.
So you're 50 feet from the basket and you pick up a block.
Yeah, you cut baseline if you're going to cut baseline, or cut sideline if you're going to cut sideline, but you can't do both, right? You can't take the middle and the sideline away because that never works well. And again, giving up free chances at points without the clock moving.
So now we've got Onley and Zusa with 3 fouls. So
Quinn makes them both.
9-point game. Oh, close.
Ooh, those puppies were tight to the floor. Those things had, I don't know how that foot didn't move. That thing was glued.
Pick and roll. Only to Williams. Williams gets her own rebound, and she is fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2 freebies herself. And that foul is going to go on Georgia Alford, her second.
Yeah, it was a good Euro there by India. It was close to the travel. I think, everybody sees the Euro, and we're still not used to it. And so a lot of people think it's a travel every time they see it.
Yeah, it's like travel, travel, travel.
Because it is. Essentially it's an off-balance shot, right? It's the wrong foot most of the time on the layup on those, and so it does look awkward, and it looks like it's not what it's supposed to be.
And a free throw good for Williams. 10-point lead for the Lady Guard. Ooh, they left an open shooter. Ooh, off the back rim. No good for Gillespie.
Savannah's been quiet this half. She doesn't have anything yet. India's got 6 points. In fact, she's got all 6 this.
Booth, tough too. And it's not really the shot I think that Coach Hubbard was looking for.
I think Miley knew it too.
Yeah, she didn't want to look that direction.
Yeah, you could see her body language, right? As soon as she shot it, it was that turnaround, like shoulder shrug. Like,
well, it's a tough shot as it is, and you're a foot inside the three-point line. That's like one of the worst shots you could take.
Yeah, you might as well stay back and shoot the 3. At least you got a chance of getting an extra point.
Yeah, and in the lane, take. Alford picks up the rebound off the back rim. No good. Aguayo is wrestling with Alford for the ball. And we got a jump ball.
Yeah, I think we've talked about, right, the little short corner shot is extremely difficult. You don't get the depth, right? And then I would say that 1 foot inside the three-point line, those are your 2 toughest shots.
There's nobody practices those.
Yeah.
You're just going to step behind the three-point line. Shot long for Jacobo Redding. A lot of extra shots here on this possession, though. A little two-man game, or two-lady game, I guess.
Yeah.
And a foul on Booth. And that's her second. And we're shooting free throws. This could be the longest quarter of the year here with these free throws.
Yeah. And an interesting setup here. You don't see this often, but Coach has all 4 of his players over here in the huddle as the free throw shooter is isolated at the line.
You probably think she's going to make them.
It's true.
Second one good, 1 of 2 at the line for Meredith Quinn.
And again, the lead is 9 for the Lady Guard.
Tonroy from 3. Ooh, off the back rim. Try to get a little roll off of it. Couldn't quite get it.
That's how you cut off the sideline.
Booth with a steal, layup, no.
Yeah, it was a great job there by India of cutting the sideline off, and a great help by Miley on the trap, and then you got to take advantage of that and score that basket.
Well, that's the kind of shots they haven't been able to make tonight. They make the shots that they have been making over the last few weeks, and probably a bigger margin here, I would say. Ooh, another foul. Okay, that was going to go on Tonroy. That's going to be number 2 on Remy. And what are we doing? You're gonna run out of free throw pencil.
Yeah,
over there.
I got lots of circles, lots of free throw circles here. And again, not the player you want to foul. She's been effective from the line tonight.
Which is probably why the coach had all the players pulled over here.
That's true.
He didn't think there would be a rebound.
Yeah, I did jinx her.
Yeah.
I'll take that one though. I'll take credit for it on that case. It was my fault.
Good pass from Tonroy into on Lee. Turnaround jumper, no good, and they're calling a foul.
Yeah. The whistles have gotten much tighter, I would say, in this quarter. I would say the whistles have been a little bit more forthcoming, a little bit tighter.
That's going to be a foul on Reagan Val, her second. That is the 5th team foul now, so we're in the double bonus both ways here with 50 seconds to go in the third. And 2 of 2 at the line for Savannah Onley. The lead is back to 10. Ooh, nice move.
Oh, double, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that
Coach.
spin move was great. She was so open she didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
That was a quick spin. That was impressive.
It was. And she was on that free throw extended, she was wide open.
Yeah, she probably should have taken that jumper there. I think she wanted to take a little bit more space and then got hung up.
Victoria up and a little bit short. Go down. Good defense from Miley to stay straight up. We got 3, 2. It's going to be a half-court heave. Oh, off the front rim for Savannah Onley, and that's going to do it for the third. We're heading to the fourth quarter here at Harrington Gymnasium as the Lady Guard lead 43-33. We'll be right back here on NSN. Alford and gets an easy jumper. Good start here for the Lady Guard here. A little more energy coming in this fourth quarter.
Yeah. And again, I think we've talked about it, right? I mean, maybe we haven't mentioned on air, but I think Remy's energy, right, the team feeds off that.
Mm-hmm. And that is the last time out for First Baptist Academy, and we'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on NSN. Back here on this. Again, we'll be here exactly a week from tonight. Playoff action starts and taps as the Lady Guard will be in action. They'll be hosting Trinity Christian out of Lubbock.
Nice.
Making the trip to.
Man, playoff basketball. Like, I'm excited already. It's a week away, but, man, what a great time of year. It's a lot of fun.
And the guys will be traveling to Trinity Christian in Lubbock, playing at the same time. So we may have to keep a hopefully they'll have a stream we can keep up on one of the monitors here to kind of keep an eye on.
Yeah, you know, like that's that point where, man, you're playing a team from Lubbock. You wish you had a private jet, right?
Yeah.
That's a long trip. And as a guy who grew up in western Kansas, it looks a lot like West Texas. It's flat, it's windy, it's dry, and there ain't a whole lot going on. But it's a long, long trip.
Nice pass. Williams finds Tonroy, and she gets trapped inside. She kicks it out. Zuza, left-handed layup, and good. Nice patient there from Tonroy. Didn't force anything inside and kicked it back out. And her partner in crime, Zuza, found a better look there.
Yeah, easy to panic in that situation, right? You're stuck under the basket and not a lot of options, but she kind of waited it out. Oh,
another one. Tonroy to Zuza, the connection again. And the lead is 16.
Yeah, that was a nice no-look pass there. Look away, kick it down under.
So when those two can get moving here up and down the floor, it's trouble for the opponent. Oh, and a nice move by Meredith Quinn.
Prior to her shooting that, I didn't think she had much of an angle.
She forced her way in.
She did. She did a good job of body position there and doing so without fouling.
Yeah, and Morris played great defense without fouling, so just a better offensive play. Lila's shot blocked by Quinn. And she's looking to run. Oh, we got a headshot as incidental there. Zuza almost decapitates.
It's what's that Fantastic Four line? It's clobbering time, right? Man,
that was like a wrestling, like clothesline you see on Monday nights.
Yeah, it was. She didn't no-sell it. She took the full brunt of that thing.
Yeah.
She did not have a chance to take that off.
So that is 4 on Zuza.
It is.
We'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, better.
Oh, and they got Remy reaching in.
But again, I like the energy from Remy. She's back up, I think, to her normal self as far as, in a good way, being antagonistic here.
And that's 3 on Tonroy now. Oh, double team on Alfred. She's trapped in that corner. Oh, nice move by Quinn on that baseline. She's owning that CM line.
She is. She is. I thought that was good defense.
That's going to be on India Williams, her third team foul though already.
Yeah.
And we saw the last quarter what happened when they got to go to the free throw line. And so the less time the clock is moving, you can actually shoot and make, I would say, free points, but they're free, not given. There's 1 of 2 at the line there for Quinn. But if they can get in the penalty, make Brook Hill have to play defense, and if they foul, they're going to go get free shots. So
yeah, and Quinn is 7 for 11 from the line, and so she's
rejected. Tonroy spiked that like a volleyball.
I was going to say that looked like one of those.
Man, maybe we need to sign her up for volleyball.
Yeah. I think you say, hey, I saw that. I need you in the early part of fall there.
A step back 3 for Alford. Gonna be long. Nice position for Onley on the rebound.
Yeah, that's the volleyball spike I think you imagine yourself having, right? Like in your dream, if you get the perfect spike, it would look like that. That ball just took off.
Back and forth we go here. Onley for 3, short. Oh, nice touch rebound from Tonroy over to Williams. And offers just in another gear. Oh, and rejected by Onley. Man, we got some action going on here in this back and forth. Coach Hubbard says, settle down.
Yeah, and the ball to the freshman there was like she was 5'10", and she's about 5'2" or 5'4" maybe, and so ball was high and had no chance.
Clock's not running here. We got 4:07 left here in the game. Brook Hill up 13.
And this hurts Brook Hill in a way because they had what they wanted going and the clock wasn't running. Now they had to reset. Tough inbound.
So let's see what they do. Tonroy, nice drive and kick. Williams, baseline, good. Nice jumper there from India. That's that tough one we talked about, man. That's a tough shot.
It is. And it looked like it was no big deal for her at all.
Alfred gets a double team, and Tonroy takes it away. Good defense from the lady guard. Oh, a fake pass from Tonroy. Oh, she wanted it. Oh, good move. Just couldn't finish.
This is that one where don't foul. Oh, good play.
Oh,
good poke away.
Onley just takes it away.
That was clean. It was a good job by Remy to hustle back and not foul. It's really easy to foul there, right?
Yeah.
You miss an easy one, you're frustrated.
It happens all the time. Jumper long from Tonroy.
There's the second.
We got a little shoving match here.
Second toughest shot there, the foot inside.
And goes over and draws the offensive foul on Alford. Great job by Tonroy, a Swinney School of Flops nominee.
Yeah, there was some sauce in that flop for sure. Although she was in position, but she definitely sold the contact.
Great job.
Yeah, that might be that might get the Dundee Award right there for the year. It might have been the best one I've seen.
And she ran over and hustled to get it. That was what was impressive. Oh, nice look. Position for Williams. No good on the first. Put back, and she's fouled. She's getting really good looks there, just not able to get it to go. Foul charge to number 4. That is Allison Munnerland.
And I think that might have been fortunate because that probably should have been on number 1, which would have been her 4th. But again, free throws.
So 2 on Munnerland and 2 in the quarter here for the Lady Saints. It's a 15-point lead, but it almost feels like it should be more.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Free throw is good.
Yeah, I think the score is not indicative of the way this half has felt.
Travel. They didn't call that one.
Yeah.
And
push.
Picks it up. So 2.5 minutes to go. Pass over. Souza for three, off. Booth collects a rebound, fights for it.
Jump ball.
And we get a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Lady Saints. Good job by Booth. I like that she tried to act like she was shooting it, try to
to get
the
that, force
referees.
the call. Yeah, hey, why not? Again. Yeah, I think she was in good position on the rebound. She just brought the ball down a little bit and able to let the smaller defender tie her up.
Quinn short on the three, gets her own rebound, follow up. She is everywhere.
Yeah, you know, and she's not really tall, but she's got great body position. I've been impressed with her ability to create space.
And they're going to get a foul as Souza driving the CM line. Go on 14. That's Kobe Gillespie, her second. Third team foul. Oh, and Williams was so open. Tonroy saw her before India realized she was open. And an easy bucket there for India. Quinn, three, short. We're going to get some new players on the court.
Yeah, almost a wholesale change over here.
Probably everybody they've got down there.
They got one more player down there. I think they're waiting to.
Now, question is, will they try to, Brook Hill, will they try to get Brenna Hill a shot tonight? And they talked about possibly trying to get her another shot. Did you get to see the shot she made last?
I didn't. I missed that part.
So she got her first bucket of the year, three-pointer. Nice. And Quinn's going to take the foul, I think, so they can get the change here. That's going to be her fourth, but I think it's going to be a full rotation.
And now it is a full
sub.
change, yeah.
Yeah. So a good job here for the Lady Saints. Brook Hill's going to make some substitutions as well. So Victoria Aguayo, Carmen Miller, Landry Fight all check in. But a great win for Brook Hill. And I guess I didn't want to mention it before now, but this win tonight gives Coach Hubbard career win number 100.
Nice.
For Coach Hubbard's career. We'll talk to him post-game and get his thoughts. I'm sure they'll have a little something for him after the game.
Yeah. You know, it's a great way. You know, get to 100 wins. You can't get to 200 without 100. And what a great accomplishment that is, and a testament to him and his program.
I mean, this team has come from winning a handful of games in year one, and year four here, they have really put on the wins. They got 33 on the year here going into the playoffs with 4 more wins that they need to get that state championship. So they're sitting number 2 in the poll, so they'll open up the playoffs next Tuesday night here at 6 o'clock against Trinity Christian, out of Lubbock. And that's going to do it here in this one. So 40-53 is the final. And we'll get Coach Hubbard here in a second here and see. Sure he'll come over here in a minute. We've got, we'll see what they do before we switch streams. Again, the boys will be on different streams, so if you're looking for the boys game, it will follow this game. And here there we go.
Can we have your attention, please?
Here we go. We're going to take it to the court.
Very special presentation today. Tonight, Brook Hill head girls basketball coach Jeremy Hubbard just picked up his 100th victory.
All right. Win 100. Coach Hubbard, oh, we see the ball. Oh, that's nice there.
I'll be honest with you guys, that's a hard one to get.
Did you know that it was 100 tonight before?
I knew.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay.
had been talked about, and you know, I hate that it worked out the way it did. When we lost the Dunn game, right, we were worried. I didn't want it to happen during the playoffs. I didn't want it to happen during I didn't want to take away from the district championship game and all that kind of stuff. So I'm glad it worked out tonight, man. It's I haven't won any of them. You know, it's been all kids. I haven't made a shot yet.
Well, I'll say something tonight. I think you have to give yourself more credit tonight. We give you a hard time all the time by not taking the timeout. So let me give you something. Timeout, 11-11. You called a timeout.
Yeah.
You go on a 19-2 run, and that was the difference in the game.
Yeah.
What was said in that huddle besides it was very loud, but mostly just I think it was trying to get them in the game. I feel like they came out and just maybe weren't all the way in the game yet.
I don't want to say too much, but there was a matchup, huge matchup advantage for us if we took it. And when we played them the first time, we had that advantage. We took advantage of it. Tonight, we talked about it before the game. We talked about it at the beginning of the game, and we just never would do it. And I was just frustrated because we're in the game, we're scoring, and we're sitting there with a huge advantage that we're not taking advantage of. And so I had to rattle the cage a little bit. You know, I don't like being that way, but
I don't see you that way very often. It takes a lot to get you rattled, but it worked.
Here's the thing. First warm-up game I've ever played, right? So we've been in the playoffs every year. This first time we feel like we needed a game. How do you approach it, right? Do you need to win the game? Do you need to just get some work in, whatever? We want to win a game, you know? And so I think if you're a competitor and we haven't gotten to where we're at by not being competitive in those games. We were never going to come out here and just, let's just go through the motions and be done with it. I had to get them going. Shout out my wife, man. By the way, she's back at home today. She's watching right now probably.
I was wondering because I didn't see her tonight, so I was wondering.
Yeah, you know, you guys know she had surgery and had a little setback today, and so she's at home for a couple more weeks anyway. So she's upset she's not here tonight, but she's here. She knows she's here.
Well, and you know, you can't coach without support, right?
My gosh,
you can't do it without support at home and without assistant coaches and players. And
I have so many people that text me throughout the weeks, former player parents, former players, other coaches on our staff. You guys know this. We have great men and women that work here. I got a handwritten note this week from Don English. Don English won a state championship last year in baseball, and he takes the time to write me a handwritten note to wish us luck as we go through the rest of the way. I mean, that's just kind of support that we have here among all of our people. And you're right. It's not just me. If it was up to me, we would not have won 100 games by now for sure.
Well, and you got a nice. How many years of experience you got on that bench with you? Coach Brawley is.
I'm going to tell her you said that, not me. No, she's invaluable to me. She knows that. I've said this. We had our senior dinner a couple weeks ago, and I said the fact that when I got hired, Wally brought her on, Coach Dawkins brought her on, and it was the best thing he could have done for me. She made sure in the first year I wasn't screwing it up completely. She went away for a year, and then I had to learn how to be a head coach without her. And so when she came back the next year, I was ready to go and use her the way that we needed her to use. And then Coach Cox comes on this year. And he's a silly guy. We love him. He's great. He has such just a basketball knowledge and a love for the game. We have the perfect staff, and we have a perfect group of kids. And now we're only guaranteed each one, right? We got to go to work. We're only guaranteed the next one.
But you got the home playoff game.
Got the home playoff game next Tuesday. We're excited for that. And we just got to. If we can win 4 more games, we get to make history. You look up there. I mean, there's a basketball runner-up one. But there's no basketball state champion one, and that's what we're trying to do. We got to win 4 to get there, and we feel like we got as good a shot as any right now.
All right, well, we're excited to follow you all the way, Coach, and enjoy your, I guess, a little bit of time off. You get a little bit of a break, maybe,
no time to
no
work.
relaxing.
I got 33 films to break down. I appreciate you guys.
But you don't have a game Friday, so
that's right. That's right. We'll see you guys next week.
All
I
right.
appreciate
it,
All right, thanks, Coach. And thanks, Coach Hubbard, for joining us, and we're going to wrap up this broadcast. We'll be back for the boys' game here in just a little bit, actually pretty quickly here, as they are getting ready here with a few minutes to go. But for Ron Owens, Papa O over there on camera, Jeremy Diamond next, beyond Brett Switty signing off. The Lady Guard win 53-40. They're moving on to the playoffs here at home next week. They'll open against Trinity Christian out of Lubbock. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be right back with the boys' game here on NetSN.